Have you ever felt lost in the chaos of life, overwhelmed by stress, sadness, or confusion? Like no matter how much you try, your heart never finds peace. What if I told you that solitude is not a punishment, but a gift from Allah, a sacred space where you can heal, reflect, and reconnect with your soul? When life becomes overwhelming, or your heart feels heavy with worries and confusion, solitude can be the greatest gift Allah gives you. Being alone doesn't mean being abandoned. It means having the opportunity to connect directly with the most merciful, the one who knows your heart better than anyone else. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us that the closest a servant comes to Allah is during moments of sincere worship and reflection, especially in the quiet of solitude. Why turning to Allah is essential. True healing comes from Him alone. People may give advice, comfort, or companionship, but only Allah can truly soothe the heart and mind. In moments of loneliness, your heart is like an open book, pouring out your fears, regrets, and hopes. To Allah brings immense relief and clarity. Solitude removes distractions. When you are alone, you are free from the noise of life, the opinions of others, and external pressures. This freedom allows you to focus solely on Allah, reflect on your life, and seek guidance from Him. Strengthens faith and trust. Turning to Allah in private moments builds a deep personal relationship with Him. Your heart begins to trust His plan, knowing that every hardship and every quiet moment is an opportunity for growth and closeness to Allah. How to turn to Allah in solitude. Increase your prayers and du'as. Offer extra nafil prayers, especially during the early morning, tahajjud, when the heart is most open. Speak to Allah from your heart. Pour out your worries, your fears, and your hopes. Example: O Allah, I seek your guidance, your peace, and your protection from what I cannot see or control. Engage in dhikr, remembrance of Allah. Repeat phrases like Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, and Allahu Akbar to calm your heart and mind. The more you remember Allah, the more your heart finds peace and reassurance, even amidst challenges. Reflect on Quranic verses. Read or listen to verses that speak about trust, patience, and Allah's mercy. For example, and we will surely test you with something of fear and hunger, and a loss of wealth and lives and fruits, but give good tidings to the patient. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:155. Reflecting on these verses reminds you that every trial has purpose, and every moment of solitude is an opportunity for closeness to Allah. Write your heart out in a journal. Express your thoughts, feelings, and reflections on paper as if you are speaking directly to Allah. Writing helps clarify your emotions and transforms negative thoughts into sincere supplications and gratitude. Imagine your heart as a garden. When life gets chaotic, the weeds of worry and stress overtake it. Solitude is like a gentle gardener, turning you towards Allah, nurturing your heart with prayers and remembrance, and slowly letting peace bloom again. When you turn to Allah in solitude, your heart becomes a sanctuary, a place where stress, fear, and pain are replaced with tranquility, guidance, and hope. Dedicate 10 to 15 minutes daily just to be alone with Allah. No distractions, just dua and reflection. Memorize or repeat one short Quranic verse daily that speaks to your heart. Make a small journal entry each day about how turning to Allah changed your feelings or mindset. Solitude is not emptiness. It is a sacred opportunity to turn fully to Allah, heal your heart, and recharge your soul. When you consistently seek Allah in these quiet moments, your heart becomes stronger, calmer, and filled with divine peace, a peace that no one else can give. Solitude gives you a rare opportunity to truly know yourself. When life is busy, it is easy to get lost in distractions, routines, and the opinions of others. But in moments of quiet, you can look inward, evaluate your thoughts, habits, and emotions, and realign your life with Allah's guidance. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam encouraged self-reflection, reminding us that a wise person is one who examines themselves and works on their faults. Why reflection and self-awareness are essential. Clarity of mind and heart. Life often fills your mind with noise, stress, doubts, regrets. By reflecting in solitude, you filter through your thoughts, understanding what truly matters and what distracts you from peace and faith. Self-awareness allows you to recognize habits, behaviors, and attitudes that may harm your heart or distance you from Allah. Reflection helps you make intentional choices, aligning your actions with faith and personal growth. Strengthen your relationship with Allah. When you evaluate your life honestly, you can spot moments of negligence in worship, patience, or gratitude and correct them. This self-correction brings inner peace, as you know you are actively seeking Allah's pleasure. How to reflect and seek self-awareness. Write down your thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Ask yourself, what have I done today to please Allah? What negative habits or thoughts do I need to release? Ask honest questions. Use your solitude to reflect deeply. Am I acting with sincerity in my worship and relationships? Am I letting fears, anger, or pride control me? Meditate on Allah's signs. Reflect on the natural world, your surroundings, and life events as signs of Allah's wisdom and mercy. This helps your heart appreciate Allah's plan and see the bigger picture beyond temporary struggles. Set intentions for improvement. Solitude is not just reflection, it's also preparation for action. Decide 1 or 2 practical steps to improve your character, worship, or mindset each day. Emotional perspective. Imagine your heart as a room filled with clutter and dust. Over time, distractions, worries, and negative habits pile up, making it hard to breathe. Reflection is like opening the windows, sweeping the floor, and organizing the space. Suddenly, there's room for light, clarity, and peace to enter. By knowing yourself, you gain control over your emotions, make wiser decisions, and align your life with Allah's guidance, bringing serenity and purpose to your solitude. Dedicate 10 minutes each day to quiet self-reflection or journaling. Ask yourself one honest question about your faith, habits, or emotions, and write your thoughts down. Pick one small, actionable improvement daily and implement it intentionally. Solitude is a mirror for your soul. Through reflection and self-awareness, you understand yourself, correct your mistakes, and strengthen your bond with Allah, creating a solid foundation for inner peace, clarity, and spiritual growth. Solitude is not only a time for reflection, it is also the perfect moment to realize and appreciate Allah's countless blessings in your life. Your gratitude is one of the most powerful tools in Islam to bring inner peace, joy, and contentment, even in times of challenge or loneliness. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, He who does not thank people does not thank Allah. This reminds us that gratitude is a reflection of faith, and it begins with recognizing both the blessings of Allah and the goodness around us. Shifts focus from negativity to positivity. When the heart fixates on what is missing or what is painful, it becomes heavy and restless. Gratitude redirects your mind to what is present and good, creating space for peace and hope. Strengthens your relationship with Allah. Thanking Allah for both small and big blessings increases your awareness of His mercy. Gratitude is an acknowledgement that everything in your life, even challenges, comes from Allah's wisdom. Promotes emotional healing. Recognizing blessings, even in hardship, softens the heart and reduces feelings of resentment, jealousy, or sadness. A grateful heart is a healed heart, ready to experience true calm and contentment. How to embrace gratitude. Daily gratitude practice. Every morning or evening, list at least 5 things you are grateful for. Include simple things: a smile from a loved one, a peaceful moment, or a meal. Thank Allah in worship. During Salah, add extra du'as of gratitude. Example: O Allah, thank you for your guidance, protection and mercy. Thank you for this life, my health, and the trials that teach me patience. Reflect on challenges as blessings. Even difficulties carry hidden wisdom. Ask yourself, what is Allah teaching me through this challenge? Recognizing lessons in trials transforms hardship into growth. Express gratitude to others. Gratitude is not only to Allah, but also to people who positively impact your life. Simple words of thanks or acts of kindness strengthen relationships and bring joy to both hearts. Think of your heart as a garden. When you focus only on the weeds of worry, sadness, or regret, the flowers cannot bloom. Gratitude is like watering and nourishing the flowers, allowing them to grow and flourish. Your heart begins to radiate peace, contentment, and joy, even when life is imperfect. By embracing gratitude in solitude, you turn quiet moments into powerful reminders of Allah's mercy, cultivating a calm, resilient, and hopeful heart. Start a gratitude journal, writing 5 things daily that you are thankful for. Include 1 dua of thanks to Allah in your daily worship. Reflect on one past hardship each week and write down the hidden blessings or lessons it brought. Gratitude transforms solitude from loneliness into a sanctuary of peace. By appreciating Allah's blessings and acknowledging His mercy, your heart heals, strengthens, and finds serenity, even in life's quietest or most challenging moments. Solitude is a powerful gift, but its benefits are easily lost if your heart and mind are constantly pulled in every direction. To truly find peace in being alone, it is essential to limit distractions, reduce negativity, and protect your spiritual and mental space. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ emphasized the importance of surrounding oneself with what nurtures the heart and keeps the soul connected to Allah. Why limiting distractions and negativity matters. Your heart mirrors your environment. Constant exposure to negativity through social media, gossip, or toxic interactions clutters your mind and burdens your soul. By removing harmful influences, you allow your heart to breathe, reflect, and connect with Allah. Focus enhances spiritual growth. Solitude is most effective when your mind is calm and focused. Limiting distractions gives you the mental clarity to pray sincerely, reflect deeply, and engage meaningfully with your thoughts. Reduces stress and anxiety. Negative information, unhealthy comparisons, and constant noise feed anxiety and dissatisfaction. By consciously reducing these influences, your heart becomes lighter, calmer, and more receptive to peace. Limit social media use and unsubscribe from content that triggers anxiety, jealousy, or frustration. Dedicate specific times for essential communication and avoid mindless scrolling. Curate your environment. Keep your living and personal space clean, organized, and peaceful. Surround yourself with reminders of Allah, such as Quranic verses, inspirational quotes, or a quiet prayer corner. Distance yourself from people who drain your energy, discourage your faith, or bring negativity. Instead, spend time with supportive, uplifting, and positive influences. Practice mindful awareness. Notice when your thoughts drift into negativity or worry and gently redirect them to gratitude, reflection, or dhikr. Use solitude as a training ground for your mind, learning to control distractions and focus on what truly matters. Imagine your heart as a calm pond. UTM. Every negative thought, every distraction is like a stone thrown into the water, creating ripples of stress and unrest. By limiting these disturbances, the water settles and your heart reflects the beauty and clarity of Allah's guidance. Solitude becomes a sanctuary, a safe space where your heart can heal, grow, and reconnect with Allah without interference from the chaos of the outside world. Set specific times each day to disconnect from social media and unnecessary distractions. Identify one habit, one environment, or one relationship that brings negativity and take steps to reduce its influence. Create a quiet, organized space for reflection, prayer, and dhikr. Solitude is a precious gift, but peace requires protection. By limiting distractions and negativity, you create a nurturing environment for your heart and soul, allowing Allah's guidance, tranquility, and wisdom to fill every quiet moment. Solitude is a perfect time to feed your mind and heart with knowledge that nurtures your soul. In Islam, seeking beneficial knowledge is not just encouraged, it is a form of worship. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, "Ayu, the seeking of knowledge is obligatory upon every Muslim. Ayu, when you dedicate your alone time to learning, your heart becomes calm, enlightened, and aligned with Allah's guidance, transforming loneliness into a powerful opportunity for growth." Why beneficial knowledge is essential. Strengthens faith and understanding. Knowledge about Allah, the Quran, the Sunnah, and Islamic principles deepens your connection with Him. Understanding your purpose, the trials you face, and the wisdom behind life's events brings clarity, confidence, and inner peace. Guides your decisions and actions. When your heart is filled with Islamic knowledge, it naturally aligns with what is good and avoids what is harmful. You gain the ability to make choices that are in harmony with faith, integrity, and spiritual growth. Transform solitude into productivity. Instead of feeling bored or lonely, you can use your alone time for growth, preparing yourself to be better, wiser, and spiritually stronger. How to engage in beneficial knowledge. Read and listen to the Quran and tafsir. Spend time understanding the meanings of Quranic verses. Reflect on how each verse applies to your life, challenges, and personal growth. Study the Sunnah and Hadith. Learn from the life of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, observing how he handled challenges, practiced patience, and strengthened his faith. Attend or watch Islamic lectures. Explore topics on spirituality, patience, self-improvement, and worship. Take notes and apply one lesson daily to your life. Share knowledge with others. Teaching or sharing what you learn reinforces it in your heart and spreads goodness, even if it is a small piece of advice or a meaningful quote. Imagine your heart as a dark room. Knowledge acts as a lamp, illuminating every corner, revealing truth and dispelling doubts, fear, and confusion. Each new lesson from the Quran, Sunnah, or Islamic scholars is like a drop of light filling the room, creating warmth, clarity, and a sense of purpose. Through beneficial knowledge, your solitude transforms into a sanctuary of learning, reflection, and spiritual growth, making your heart resilient, focused, and peaceful. Dedicate 20 to 30 minutes daily to reading or listening to beneficial Islamic content. Pick one verse, hadith, or lesson each day and reflect on how it applies to your life. Apply at least one small, actionable step from what you learn in your daily routine. Solitude becomes a sacred opportunity for spiritual enrichment when you engage in beneficial knowledge. By feeding your mind and soul with learning, your heart gains clarity, strength, and peace, making you more connected to Allah and prepared for life's challenges. Solitude is not just about self-reflection and personal growth, it is also a chance to nurture your heart by serving others. Islam teaches that helping people, even in small ways, purifies the heart, strengthens your faith, and brings true happiness. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, "The best of people are those who are most beneficial to others." Serving others from a calm, peaceful heart amplifies the blessings and rewards of your actions. Why serving others matters in solitude. Transforms your perspective. Acts of service remind you that life is bigger than personal struggles. Helping others shifts your focus from your own worries to compassion, empathy, and gratitude, which naturally brings inner peace. Increases barakah, blessings, in your life. Giving charity, supporting family, or offering guidance attracts Allah's mercy and blessings. A peaceful heart makes your service sincere and deeply impactful, unlike when actions are done from stress or obligation. Strengthens faith and trust in Allah. Serving others demonstrates reliance on Allah's guidance and trust that your efforts are meaningful even when unseen. It connects your personal growth with a higher purpose, transforming solitude into productive and spiritually fulfilling time. How to serve others from a place of peace. Charity and helping those in need. Donate even a small amount to those in need. Your intention matters more than the size. Do it sincerely for Allah. Support family and friends. Check in on loved ones through a kind message, call, or small favor. Solitude gives you mental clarity to approach relationships with empathy and understanding. Offer du'as for others. Even a simple prayer for someone's well-being or guidance carries immense reward. Example: may you, O Allah, guide and protect those I love and grant them peace in their hearts and lives. Share beneficial knowledge or advice. Share Islamic teachings, Quranic wisdom, or personal lessons learned from solitude. Teaching from a calm heart is more impactful, helping others while reinforcing your own learning. Imagine your heart as a fountain. When it is full of peace, every act of kindness flows naturally and refreshes others. Solitude is like a quiet reservoir that refills your heart, so your generosity, empathy, and compassion can flow abundantly into the lives of others. Serving from a peaceful place transforms solitude from self-focused reflection into a powerful, outward-reaching blessing, strengthening both your soul and the lives of those around you. Perform one small act of kindness each day with the intention of pleasing Allah. Dedicate a moment in your solitude to pray sincerely for someone else. Look for opportunities to share knowledge, advice, or support from your calm and reflective space. Solitude is not only for personal growth, it is a chance to serve and bless others from a place of inner peace. By acting with sincerity, compassion, and tranquility, your heart heals, strengthens, and becomes a source of light for those around you while drawing you closer to Allah. Solitude is a sacred space where we can learn to trust Allah completely, even when life feels uncertain, lonely, or overwhelming. Everything that happens in your life, every delay, every challenge, is part of Allah's perfect plan, designed to teach patience, strengthen faith, and prepare your heart for greater blessings. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam reminded us to rely on Allah in all matters, saying, if you were to rely upon Allah with the reliance He is due, He would provide for you as He provides for the birds. They go out in the morning hungry and return full. Why trusting Allah is essential. Peace in uncertainty. Life is full of unknowns, but trusting Allah allows your heart to remain calm and patient, even when things don't go as planned. Anxiety and fear fade when you accept that Allah knows what is best for you. Patience strengthens the soul. Delays and challenges are opportunities to develop patience, resilience, and spiritual maturity. Solitude provides the perfect environment to practice patience in reflection, prayer, and trust. Aligns your heart with divine wisdom. Trusting Allah transforms feelings of doubt or frustration into hope, clarity, and gratitude. You begin to see that every event, hardship, or moment of waiting has a purpose known only to Allah. How to trust Allah's timing and plan. Regular dhikr and dua. Remind yourself, O Allah, I trust in your plan and I know you know what is best for me. O. Speak to Allah from your heart, expressing hope, surrender, and reliance. Reflect on past blessings. Look back at previous challenges that eventually turned into wisdom or blessings. This reinforces the truth that Allah's timing is always perfect, even if it is not immediately clear. Accept delays or difficulties without frustration, knowing that every test refines your heart. Use solitude to strengthen your faith, focus on worship, and reaffirm trust in Allah. Surrender your plans to Allah. Instead of obsessing over outcomes, focus on doing your best while leaving results to Allah. Trust that He will provide, protect, and guide you in ways beyond your imagination. Imagine your heart as a sailboat on a vast ocean. Without trust in Allah, the waves of uncertainty, fear, and impatience toss you around endlessly. With trust, your heart becomes anchored in faith, and even storms turn into gentle guidance, bringing you safely to a shore full of blessings and peace. Solitude teaches us that trusting Allah is the ultimate key to serenity. It allows the heart to rest, the mind to find clarity, and the soul to grow in contentment, patience, and hope. Dedicate 5 to 10 minutes daily to sincere dua and reflection, affirming trust in Allah's plan. Identify one challenge or delay in your life and write how trusting Allah could bring peace and guidance. Practice surrendering control in small daily matters, reminding yourself that Allah knows what is best. True peace comes when you surrender fully to Allah's wisdom and timing. By trusting Him in solitude, your heart becomes steadfast, calm, and resilient, ready to embrace life's blessings, challenges, and divine guidance with patience and faith.